If you want to make your car logo go from this to that, today I'll show you how. And welcome back to Fix It with Sherman. I am Sherman. Perhaps you have this dilemma. You have a car that's pretty much all blacked out except for the little logos that are on the back. They're silver. Now, this is an aesthetic thing. It's not going to improve the performance of the vehicle, but it looks cooler black on a lot of these. And maybe you see cars that have black ones. You're like, hey, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to show you how to do that, and it's very easy. Now you're going, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wreck my car. No one's going to want to spray paint their car. You're right. You don't have to spray paint anything. All you have to do is go to Menards and pick up this. It's called Plasti Dip, or you can get it on Amazon, wherever the hell you buy stuff. So this stuff is not paint, technically. It's almost like a plastic, and it's very easy to apply, and it's super easy to remove. When you watch it, it's gonna be therapeutic to see how this comes off and how well it goes on and comes off in the exact right places. First of all, we gotta get started properly. First, you need just some blue painter's tape, which, by the way, is almost as expensive as gasoline these days. I don't know what the hell this is made from, but it's always so expensive. So you're not gonna have to tape around the letters. That's what would piss you off. All you have to do is kind of like go around it just slightly. It doesn't have to be straight. Just get it in there around the logo, like this. And you're gonna see why I do this. All right? Anybody that paints is going, that is completely wrong. You have to go around the letters. Baloney! I'm gonna show you why. All right, so I put some more masking tape around it. Now what we're gonna do, because we wanna mask this off, because this product that we're gonna spray, it has a little bit of overspray, and you don't wanna get it all over the place, because it's easier to take off than paint, but it's not as easy with the overspray. So that's why we're gonna mask things off. So I'm gonna put this right under here, right? All I'm gonna do is just tape it on there. All right, so we got the whole thing covered now with our paper. Now I went a little overboard just because I don't like to clean off overspray. So you don't have to go this overboard. So I have 3 logos I'm actually going to do here today. So I got this one, and this one over here. So we'll just focus on this one for right now. So make sure before you do all this too, clean this off with a fiber cloth towel, because you don't want the logo that you're gonna spray this Plasti Dip on to be dirty. Otherwise it's not gonna stay on there. And when you try to remove the parts that you don't want, it's gonna pull on it. So make sure that the logo is clean. So let's get started. First off, we're just gonna get it out of the nozzle first. So, okay, so know that it's spraying out. So we're gonna just be a little far off, maybe about 6 inches or so, and don't goob it on. And we're just gonna take nice, easy passes. Just so it kind of starts to turn a color. We're gonna leave it like that. In no way is it completed right now, so we're gonna let that dry a little bit, and we're gonna come back for 4 coats.
5 minutes later.
Coat 2. On coat 2, you can get around the edges too now, because right at the first coat, it was just kind of like shooting it straight on it. So now, you can kind of hit it on an angle, because you definitely want the sides of the letters. You can see the sides of the letters, so here we go. Now look at it right now. So that's after 2 coats. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, it's black, and a lot of people will go, you know what? I don't need to do any more. I've made 2 coats. Wrong! That is where you would screw up and everything's gonna go to hell. This is important. You need at least 4 coats, because you have to build up a thickness. And I'm gonna show you why later. Remember I told you this, do not stop on 2 coats. Do at least 4, if not 5. Today we're gonna do 4. So let's go into the 3rd coat. Get all on the sides of the letters. And paint the whole thing. All where that square is, paint the whole square. You're gonna see why. You can make this process go faster with this. This is a heat gun, so between coats, you can actually make it dry a lot quicker if you're under a time crunch. Otherwise, have a beer between coats.
2,000 years later.
You're probably going, you're out of your freaking mind. Why did you just paint around? Why didn't you tape out the letters? Because again, this is not paint, this is Plasti Dip. So watch what happens when I start to take off some of this tape. See how it kind of comes off like that. See this? Look at that. Oh, is this gonna be so relaxing to watch? Watch what happens when I'm gonna take this tape off, right? It's rubberized. Now, the way that this works is because the letters are raised off of the car. They're not actually on the car because there's adhesive in the back. So it's not on the paint like the car. And when I take off all of this tape, you're gonna see how this works. Watch what happens here. It peels off right around the letters. But this only works if you have enough layers. That's why I said you have to do at least 4 coats. And it peels off right around the damn letters. So there you go. See, it's not hard at all. It's actually very rewarding as you're peeling it off. But that looks a heck of a lot better than the silver ones. So now when you see one on the road, like, oh, I like it black. Now you can make it black. So all you have to do is just tape the rest of the car off, except this tape, I'm almost out of that roll, so I'll just open this roll. And that's how you make all of your logos on your car black. Salud.